Poor Menace. A medium-sized, 36-year-old, small-bodied man. I would say he resembles a hobbit with tiny feet that thought he was doing everything right. But when life gave him lemons, they were rotten. On the trails of chasing a dream and becoming an iconic figure among society. But the universe had other plans for the Menace's mental. It's like when you're working on a system, but then the monkey wrench is thrown in, and you don't house the strength to throw it back. You see the grass is greener, and then you realize you're looking through the other side of the mirror. You think you see potential, growth, a light at the end of the tunnel. But in all reality, it's just a wolf in sheep's clothing, waiting for one of your creative sheep to take off so it can devour your inspiration and scare the other thoughts from separating from the herd mind. The Maniacal Menace, Kyle Smith, is traversing through this senseless abyss called life, and the kid can't catch a break. Besides being a global pandemic, things for the NOLA native were on the up and up, for the most part. Little did he know Wusa would be needed as a much appreciated mantra. Here he sits, as he writes and writes, but he feels as if he can never get anything accomplished. He's alone, not physically. Physically he's virile and ready to fuck, but mentally, spiritually, he feels ostracized, blackballed, unwanted. It only took 5 seconds to realize, which that takes eternity for some, that life is full of surprises, and those surprises are motherfucker. Ever since leaving California, he started a podcast, like everyone and their mothers. So he's never ahead of the curve, but always coming around the corner. Tell me a joke, the guideline of chasing a dream, a documentation of his journey to recognition, becoming a worldwide icon, for people to know his name and admire his art. But the road to doing what he loves is full of treachery and heartache, full of bright red fluorescent flags that will tell you to give up. Fuck it. Who are you doing this for anyway? He's loved by many, always smiling. He never shows the darkness which lies inside him. He misses his friends, but he's closer to his family. He's financially stable with a nest egg and a house, but he rarely goes anywhere anymore. He's losing his passion to create. But talents never fade, the mind just dies. He bought a car he loves, a sporty red Speed Demon, 6-speed, stick shift, just like he likes, that get up and go, old school manual, so niggas won't steal his shit. He named him Martha Stewart Smith. He did well for himself on his first purchased vehicle. He felt like an adult as he made his last payment to finally own something that's his. Right before he sideswipes an unseen 18-wheeler flatbed sitting on the side of the road 3 a.m. in the morning on a slick, foggy Houston road 15 minutes from his house after he just drove back from New Orleans from doing a Christmas show with his comedy family where they all smashed it. No pun intended. So the insurance company deemed his car a total loss. His precious pride and joy finally paid off. So much for that adventure. But he'll just work and work to pay for the pain, get a new one, save, be an adult, which truly keeps him from his passion. But you must work to survive, or do you survive to work? Possibly the universe has bigger plans for the Menace as he sits, jobless, losing his job due to an altercation of heightened emotions, ranks being pulled, and unfair circumstances. He were to think that devoting his life to this company who hasn't hired him, they would look out for him. But yet, no matter the 60+ hours he's put in, blood, sweat, and time he's lost, this company has tossed him aside like the expendable pawn he is. All that time lost. Lost from being able to create and be great. Instead, he creates for others, to make them a profit as he feels his talents slip away from him. Sort of like how his Instagram page got hacked. All that time now in the hands of some persistent Nigerian. But this is his guideline. This is him chasing his dream. Witness him as he writes the prolific verbiage I regurgitate, as he allows me to break all the walls of consciousness. He expresses his innermost feelings, how to succeed in a world full of sickness, how to follow your dreams when you put through the litmus. The world is filled with lessons and test questions that we're always left guessing. He sits and he writes, and sits and writes, and sits and writes. This flow of energy is infinite, because it's not just for him, it's for the young ones to be inspired by passion, persistence, motivation, the drive to get up and go get it. To break his soul is to attempt to bend his spirit. His inner peace is adamantium, impenetrable as if Luke Cage and Wolverine wrestle-fucked and had an adult-grown little man-child. Just as soon as he can find that spark again, that ignition, to jumpstart the creativity and get the hell to work. Because needless to say, he makes no income loving what he does. He goes to make money so he can afford to continue to do what he loves, as what he loves to do has a price value, and so on and so on. This endless cycle continues. You choose the outcome. Our journey all begins somewhere. What will you make of it? When it's something you love, it's there for eternity. Something you'll never quit. Giving up is not part of this dreamer's vocabulary. He's built his mind to hurdle the obstacles because sometimes his hands have butterfingers. The Maniacal Menace, Kyle Smith. Say the whole thing like a pimp named Slickback, because the kid can't catch a break.